All right. Yay. So let's start standing actually this evening. This is April. April is the month of new beginnings. New beginnings. So take the hands and just kind of rub them lightly together here. Stand in a nice, confident, wide stance with your feet. We call that a confident stance. And then bring your hands over the eyes, breathe in. And then exhale, Pushpanjali. The hands open up and in a forward motion. It's an offering. Just to settle the intention of this as an offering to yourself or to someone or something. So in honor of why you were here on your mat, we offer the practice in reverence and honor for ourselves or another. Just hold the hands together, heart center, feet wide, breathe in. Exhale, bring the arms down and then just take the arms overhead towards the sky. Exhale, back down to the earth, earth and sky breath twice more. Inhaling up. The side body's long, exhaling back down. And one more time, feel like you're reaching in the periphery and really creating a wider circle as the arms come up, a wider circle as the arms come down. Then relax the arms at your side and take the torso and the hips in a circle motion, and the arms are going to swing or follow suit. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale, exhale. This could be through the nose, through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just at a nice, easy pace. Let go of any care, worry, strife, struggle. And plant your feet firmly and be here now. Just be present with yourself. And create this practice as an offering to honor you. Then we're going to take the hands up to the shoulder and then extend the opposite foot. So it's side, side, side. Don't worry about coordination effort. But allow the arms to just swoosh, swing, swoosh, swing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then I want you to speed it up just a tad. So it's a little outside your comfort zone. 10, 9, 8. Inhale, exhale, 5 more, 4 more. Last 2 and 1. And then swing the arms, let them drop at your side again and shake it out. Shake the shoulders, shake the head, and all the way down through the feet. Awesome. Bring the legs together. Inhale the arms overhead. Let's take a half sun salutation. So deep extension forward. Inhale to a flat back or open spine, tabletop. Exhale, fold in and down. And then come back through a flat back, slight bend in the knees, and raise the arms overhead. So you come all the way back up to standing and bring the hands to your heart center. And we'll just repeat that. Half sun salutation. Inhale, reaching up. Super side body long. Exhale, draw the belly in, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, tabletop. And exhale, fold in and down. Inhale, slight bend in the knee. Pull up through the waistline, belly strong and firm as you press down through the feet. And then bring the hands again to the heart center. And then we'll take this into a series A. So at the top of your mat, inhale, arms overhead, float. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. And then plant the feet behind you in a chaturanga or a high plank position, and then lower down to the floor, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or a low cobra. And then exhale, take a downward facing dog. We're just going to hold downward facing dog for 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. At a nice, easy pace, but full breath in, full breath out. Don't shortchange it. In fact, lengthen it if you can. One more breath here. And then on your next inhale, I'm going to have you bring your knees to the floor and take a little bit of movement. So the knees come to the floor. We're going to shift the hips back on an exhale, and on an inhale, take the right knee up to your wrist and then take it back and sit the hips back. Left knee, so we'll alternate. So it's like we're stepping forward. We're just going to do some somatic movement to get the body warmed up for the yoga. Alternating. Inhale forward, exhale back. Right knee comes up to the back side of the wrist, and then sit back on your heels in child's pose, and then do it to the left. One more time, each side. And then we'll take the knees slightly off the floor and do the same thing, but bring the knee up to the shoulder or elbow. So there's a little pounce action or spring. Then we take it right, spring back and left. One last time right. One last time left. Abs are engaged. All the way back into downward facing dog. And then bring the feet forward to your hands. Inhale to a flat back, tabletop. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, pull up through the belly, waistline. Super strong, pulling back, arms to the sky, and then hands to your heart center. Just pause here and place one hand on the heart and one hand out to the side. This is Abhaya, fearless heart, fearlessness, fearless, moving forward with new beginnings. So April represents new beginnings, and we have a full moon that's going to make manifest in a couple of weeks. That moon is very powerful for new manifestations. So if there's something in your wake, something in your career, family, finance, health, fitness, whatever it is, arena, I would go to make strides in stepping into what's new for you. And then bring the opposite hand on top of the right, top of the mat again. Inhale, sweeping arms. We'll take a second. Series A, forward fold. Inhale, nice lift your half torso. Plant the hands and step all the way back into the plank. Knees to the floor, chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. Just peel the head, neck, and shoulders back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's take the right knee up to the right shoulder and exhale back, bend both knees. Inhale, left knee comes up. Exhale back. Inhale right. Exhale left. And jump forward. Both feet to the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Draw the waistline back. Flat back, come all the way to standing. Pause here, palms together at your heart center. And we'll take a pretty good size dip. Weight back in the heels. Utkatasana. Arms coming overhead. Inhale. And then sit back a little bit more. Exhale, open to the right side. So we're just going to take the right arm open. Inhale back. Exhale to the left. Nice easy spinal twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center one time to the left. Hold it steady, even though the quads might be on fire. Sit a little bit deeper, and then exhale, take that forward fold. Inhale to a half lift, step or jump the feet back to your back edge of your mat, chaturanga. Lowering down gently. Inhale, an upward facing dog or low cobra, either one is appropriate. Exhale, modify to meet the need for you today. We'll take the right leg to the sky, knee, and just open through the ankle and the hip a little bit here. We get nice ankle rotation. We'll take it into a hip rotation, big circles around through the hip. When you're ready, step your right leg all the way through and bring it into a warrior one. So the back heel is going to separate slightly from the front leg, a little width here, arms coming overhead, and a good bend in the front knee. Soft jaw, soft shoulders, but pulling in with the rib cage. So super firm and strong through the solar plexus area. Inhale here. Then exhale, we'll take it into a goalpost. So you're going to look upward to the sky, heart open. And then inhale back to center, exhale. Take a bow forward. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, hands to the floor. And step all the way back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. So taking our time through this first series B. Sun Salutation, downward dog, left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip a little bit, and then rotate through the ankle. You get some joint mobility. You can start moving that into the hip. Want to really make sure that there's some good motion. Motion is the lotion when it comes to the joints, and step all the way through top of the mat with your left foot, right foot, heel plants, and then come into warrior one. So the energy here is a really strong connection through the outer edge of back foot, the front heel pushing down, fire up the left glute. It's going to want to not work very hard. So you have to kind of command it in that direction and let it work less on the right glute, more on the left. Exhale, let's take a nice open frame. Goalpost arms, inhale back to center. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale straight up. And then bring the hands all the way to the floor. Step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, all the way back into downward facing dog. 3 or 4 breaths right here in downward facing dog. And come up high onto the balls of the feet, bend your knees. We're going to hop forward. So exhale all the air out, jump halfway, or maybe the full length of the mat. Inhale with a block or without to a flat back. Exhale, round it down and in. Forehead to shin, bend the knee. Come right back up into Utkatasana. Inhale, exhale, right arm is going to float to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center, sit a little bit deeper. Exhale, forward fold. Touch the hands to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump to the back edge of the mat. Any way you'd like to do that, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. This time we'll step it through to a crescent lunge. Right here, a crescent lunge, arms come overhead. We're going to keep the back heel open and lifted. Exhale into goalpost. Inhale, high to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale back to center, and this time come forward and hover. So the back heel is going to lift. We'll bring the hands in Mushti Mudra and hover. Then we'll take it right back on an inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, step back. So this is the slow motion. We're going to speed it up and get our heart rate up. Here we go. Inhale with a ha, ha. Exhale, ha. Inhale, ha. Inhale, ha. 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 4 more, ha. 3, ha. 2, ha. 1, ha. Hold here. Stepping all the way back, bring your hands to the heart center. Bow forward and take a twist. So the left elbow comes against the right thigh. Full breath in, full breath out. Reach the right arm to the sky. Big circle to the floor and step all the way back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale, reaches high, exhale. Bring it all the way through, back heel to the floor. Actually, we're gonna keep back heel elevated. Yeah, I did say that, right? And we're coming right into a crescent lunge. High crescent lunge, arms overhead, ribs pulling in. So an important piece of this is that we're not poking the belly out and sinking into the low back. So even though this might look like I'm in a crescent lunge, I'm actually dumping in my low back. Pull the ribs in, and then I'm a little more upright, and the heart lifts up, and then I'll pull down, lat pull down on the exhale. Inhale back to center, super strong back leg. Exhale, float forward. Inhale, pick it back up. And this time, exhale, you're gonna hover, right knee comes in, Mushti Mudra, hands at a fist. Inhale, step back. Exhale, hover. One more slow one. 9 ones with a ha on the exhale. Here we go. Inhale, ha, exhale. Ha, 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 ha. 4 more. Ha, 3 more. Ha, 2 more. Ha, last one. Ha, hold steady right here. Right leg all the way to the back, hands to your heart center. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, as you bow forward, you'll hook the right elbow against the left thigh, or possibly bring the right hand to the floor or block. Any way you'd like to do that, give a big circle to the top hand and plant the hand to the floor. Step all the way back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. One full, deep, long breath here. On your next inhale, come up high onto the feet. Bend the knees so we get a little pounce action. Exhale all the air out. And then hop to the front of your mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, right arm comes around. We're going to add on. Inhale back to center. Here comes our winter storm warning for the day. It's coming past my house. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Step or jump back, plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg to the sky. We're going to step all the way through, coming into a warrior one. Inhale, exhale, goalpost arms. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take a forward bow. Inhale back to center. Exhale to warrior two. We're going to all the way out here, arms extended. Reverse the warrior. Exhale. Come back to warrior two, hands behind the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers, knuckles down, and take a humble bow forward, humble warrior. So we're actually hanging, not touching the shoulder to anything, but taking 3 deep breaths. That's already 2. And then roll your right shoulder onto the right thigh and then open the chest towards the side body. Here, you're going to drop your right hand to the floor. Lift the left arm to the sky and then spin it in a big circle all the way around. And up one more time. Nice. And then take it back, heel pops up and rotate into revolve low lunge. This is where we were before. Hands together, revolved, low lunge. Awesome, come straight back up into crescent and then to the back wall. Crescent, hands to the heart center. We're going to shift the weight onto the left leg and take a powerful extension into a warrior three. Right leg comes up, left leg is standing strong. Arms come forward. Hold 3. Hold 2. You can do it. Hold 1. And lift it all the way back up to standing. Exhale, hands. Come right back to your heart. Inhale. Take a deep bend in the knees, weight back in the heels. Utkatasana. Exhale, left arm reaches back. And a twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right arm. Do that whole sequence on the other side. Inhale, center, sit a little deeper. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Powerful extension through the crown of the head here. Plant the hands, step or jump back. If you want to do that from crow, you can do that. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog. We'll take the left leg to the sky and step all the way through. Spin the back heel to the floor. Come into warrior 1. Go post arms. Inhale. High to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, back to center into warrior 2. Exhale. Reverse the warrior. Inhale. Exhale, back into warrior 2. Bring the arms behind the base of the spine with the opposite thumb forward. Drop the knuckles down and reach the chest to the sky. Exhale, bow. We're just on the edge here. About a 45-degree bend. Drop your right shoulder to the left thigh, or left shoulder to the left thigh. And bring the left arm to the floor. Right arm comes up and gives a big sweeping circle. Mandala of the arm. Let's pop the back heel up and spin it into a low lunge, revolve low lunge. Then we're going to take this all the way back up through to the center and over to the other side. Crescent lunge, shift the weight onto the right leg this time and shoot the arms out straight. Warrior 3. Holding. One more breath. And then lift all the way to standing. So you press through the back leg and then bring the hands to the heart center and shake the legs out. Great job. Inhale. Utkatasana. Arms come overhead. We'll do that again with some add-ons. Inhale, reach the right arm back and then bring it back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center, sit a little deeper. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. This will be our last time through on this. Step or jump back to plank. And if you'd like to into Lakasana and then jump it back, it's an option. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Inhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Let's step all the way through to a low lunge. Back heel to the floor, come all the way up. Warrior 1, exhale. Go post arms, lat pull down, inhale. Straight up, exhale, bow forward. Inhale into warrior 2, all the way around. Reverse the warrior. And come back into warrior 2, hands to the base of the spine. Knuckles down, humble warrior. And we're going to take this from a humble warrior into a triangle. So straighten the front leg, bring the right arm down, left arm to the sky and hold 3. Kneecaps lifted, quadricep active, and then activate your calf by pressing into the ball of the front foot. 2. Now one more full breath here. 1, bring it back to a crescent, lifting the back leg. Hands to your heart center and then revolve it around, anchoring the left elbow against the right thigh right here. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, arms come all the way around to center into warrior 1, second side, or On the other side, shift the weight to the left foot and bring it into a full warrior 3. Hold 3 breaths. 2. 1 more. Take the hands to the earth this time. So we'll take it right into a standing split. This will be our last one. Inhale, both knees bend. Exhale, both knees straighten. So you're really pushing into the floor with the left foot, right leg to the sky. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straight up and straight down. One last time. Then take your right leg all the way back into a low lunge. Step your left leg to meet it or elevate it, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Come up high onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, exhale all the air out and jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees deeply, weight back in the heels. Here we go on the second side. We're starting in Utkatasana. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale, center, last time through. Exhale, bend deeper, forward fold. Inhale, float into Bakasana. Jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And if you haven't nailed that one, no worries, it's just fun to play around. Downward facing dog. This time the left leg comes all the way through into warrior 1. Then the back heel to the floor. I'm out of breath. Raise up, exhale. Goalpost arms. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, take a float forward bow. Inhale, circle the arms into warrior 2. Exhale. Stay the course right here. Reverse it. Inhale. And then exhale, come through warrior 2. Hands to the base, knuckles down. And take it into a humble warrior. Shoulder to the thigh. Open it up. And then press into Trikonasana. A little change there. Triangle pose. Adding that in. 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm down, spin the back heel up. Hands in prayer position, bowing forward. Right elbow against the left thigh. Make sure there's space here between the waist and the thigh so we're not sinking down and resting. We're actually pulling everything up. Awesome. And we're going to switch it to the other side. So we come through the center, move the feet back into warrior 1, shift the weight to the right foot, warrior 3. Shoot the arms forward, making a T shape right here, holding 3, 2. Float the arms down, lower the torso as you raise the heel, coming into a butterfly, and then right into standing split, hands to the floor. Inhale, both knees come together. There's a little curtsy there. Exhale, push the floor away with your right foot, left leg to the sky. Inhale, bring the knees together. And exhale, give a good standing push. One more time. Hold for 1 breath. The leg as high as you can. If you like, you could balance here. And then we'll step back into a low lunge. Right leg meets the left, hover, and lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Bring the knees to the floor. And shift the hips back to the heels on your exhale. Full breath in, full breath out. It's a good time to refresh the body, recharge the battery. Coming back up onto the hands and knees. Take the right leg out to the side. Walk the hands to center. Then open the arms wide. So we're in Parigasana. I'm just going to face you. my right leg out. So your right leg, we'll take it up and over to the right. Gate pose. And bring it back to center, over to the left. And there's a big, strong reach forward as the right leg comes up, left arm shoots to the front of the room. So just really reach the arm and leg in opposition to each other. Inhale, bend the knee and reach all the way around. Clasp the top of the foot, press, and take it into a nice opening of the shoulder, a stretch for the front body, but keep the ribs hugging in. Again, we want to support the low back. From here, take the right leg down, and we're going to switch this into a full plank. So the right foot's going to come forward in front of your left knee. Left foot shoots back, and now we're in a side plank with the right foot supporting us instead of the left knee. You're going to lower down, stay out of the shoulder. Nice, easy way into that hip stretch, and then bring it all the way back up. One more time on the exhale. To the shoulder blades on the back on your left side, and then pressing through the right foot. Hold even steady here, and bring your right foot to meet your left. 2 and 1, both hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the knees to the floor. Exhale, take the left leg out and walk the hands back up. So we'll take gate pose on the other side. Left arm to the thigh, right arm up to the sky. I'm going to face you again. We're right here. Hold on one second. Oh, I don't know what that said. Hold it steady. Okay. We're good. Yes, awesome, you guys. That looks really nice. And then we'll take it into side plank. So we bring the arms back into center, and then there's a pulling of the left heel in, and reaching with the right arm, and a gentle drop. Okay, so we're now focused on side plank. Left arm reaching forward, left leg reaching back. Take a full breath in and just relish that side body stretch. Bend the knee, reach around, clasp the foot, and open through the heart. Full breath in, full breath out. Keep the ribs hugging in. Then we'll take the top leg and step it in front of the left knee. I'm sorry, right knee. Left leg steps in front of the right knee and it faces forward. We'll lift and shoot the right leg all the way back. Coming into side plank here. Inhale, exhale. If you have any issue with the shoulder, I'd just stay right here and hold it. If you'd like the hip stretch, you're going to drop and get a nice deep stretch here. Make sure you're not hanging out in the shoulder. Okay, no sinking, but just lifting up out of the shoulder, holding it strong and pulling the belly in. Up and over again. One more time. Right here, stay the course. And lift your left foot if you like. Bring it against the right and hold for 2 more breaths. You're really now building strength in the right arm. 2. Be sure to hug the shoulder blades on the back. Open the heart. Pull the ribs in. And 1. Both hands to the floor. Step it back into downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, bring the knees to the floor. Sit back on your heels. Child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. Then come back up onto the hands and knees. We'll take the downward facing dog here with a little wider stance on your feet. Walk your hands back towards your feet. So you've got a pretty good space between right and left. And then we'll root down with the right hand, reach the left arm to the sky. Maybe all the way around to the back pocket, bend your right knee, and really make sure that's a nice open extension or revolution with the spine. And we'll bring it back down the center, reach your left arm all the way through the left knee and bring it around to the back pocket. Bend and straighten the leg, bend and straighten, bend, left knee, right arm comes all the way around, and you're going to clasp or bind right here. And if you'd like, you can straighten the leg or attempt to do so, or just use the bind with the bent knee. It's all good. I'm going to slowly come back out. Release the back, come into a nice flat back. Plant the left arm down and reach the right arm to the sky here. Exhale all the way around. So you're going to touch the back pocket. Bend your left knee as the right shoulder turns open. Pull the belly in. Super strong. Full breath in, full breath out. I don't know if you can hear that. Whistling is the garage door or the window I have in my front room. Whistling against the wind coming through that winter storm morning. So we're going to take the right arm through, bend your right knee now and take it around. So we just thread the right arm underneath the right knee and then to the outside pocket. So I'm tapping my outer right hip. Left arm then come all the way around and tap the base of the spine, or possibly hands clasped together. And then we straighten the right leg, maybe. Okay, if you're very high here and you're not coming through, the hamstrings are pretty tight, take a good bend and keep one hand on the block. Okay, so just use the thread of the right arm through, open the shoulder and keep one hand on the block. Okay. Then we're going to release the whole thing. Come back to center, inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk it back into a downward facing dog. And then we'll take the right leg to the, left leg forward. No, right, let's go right leg forward. Yeah, come into side angle. So the forearm's going to come to the thigh. I need to lift my shorts a little bit. Okay, forearm to the thigh. There we go. Now we're doing the exact same thing. We're going to take this arm underneath the right ankle here. Yeah. Left arm's going to come around to the back pocket and just hold. Shift the weight. So you're going to push off with the left foot and come forward. And now take a hold of the right heel and lift. So you're going to press down through the left leg. Right knee comes in and we'll take bird of paradise, extending the right leg out. Hold steady, hold steady, hold steady. We're going to come out exactly the same way we came in, bending the knee. You could have had a bind there as well, and then lower down. Step the left leg back. Bring your right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky. And there we are in our side angle. We're going to bring that all the way back up to center. Turn all 10 toes to the front wall. Inhale here. Taking the knuckles, interlacing the knuckles, opening the heart. Another breath. In here, exhale. Take a forward fold. And we're in a true wide angle, Prasrita, Padottanasana, wide angle forward fold. The arms coming over the back side of the shoulder, mid back. Just give a little shoulder shrug. The hands could be on the floor here, especially if the torso is not coming past 45, you'll want to block here and the hands to support you. So the back's out of harm's way. One more breath. Nicely done. Lift halfway, both hands to the floor. Hands to the waist, exhale, elbows to the sky. Inhale, push through the floor and come all the way back to standing. We're just going to turn on the heel. So we're coming into side angle now on the other side. So that leg remains intact. We didn't really move it. Now side angle to the left. Right arm comes up and over. And take the right arm all the way around. Well, let's do this first. Let's bring your left arm down, bow forward and reach underneath the knee, and then take your right arm around. So now we're in a bind, or we can bring the left hand to the heel and just bind the right arm. So I'll show that's half bind right here. We're going to push off with the right foot, step forward to your left. So the right foot, left foot are together. Now you're rooting down through the right leg. Pick up your left knee. Use the hand underneath the heel to guide yourself up. Core work and unfold the leg. Possibly the hand to the heel or hands in a bind, or just keep the knee bent. What we're really looking for is a split through the leg. So this standing leg, thigh bones pressing back and as straight and as strong as can be. Not really too much concerned about the left leg. Come out the same way you came in, all the way to the floor. Step your right leg back into side angle. Inhale, raise it all the way up. Straighten the front leg, all 10 toes face the front wall. Exhale, hands forward into Hakini Mudra. So we form a sphere with the fingers all touching together. And then lean forward, give a little bend in the knee, micro bend, and take it into a functional forward fold. Hips back, hands pressing the floor away. And shift all the weight back. Inhale, come back to center. Walk the hands over to the right side. You'll come into pyramid, pressing your back heel in, right foot to the floor, and forward fold. Pyramid, inhale, more in a flat back position. And if you'd like, a block on the inside of the ankle can be super helpful. We're going to raise the toes. So I'm going to show you the block on here. So you're raising the toes off the ground, flexing the front foot, dig the heel in, and then push the heel back or pull the heel back. Your right sit bone sliding. So we get a little deeper stretch through the hamstring, and then fold it in. Ooh, inhale, flat back. Bend the front knee and slide your back leg now into a lower lunge. Going into Hanumanasana in a moment. So from here, bend your back knee. If you're feeling the quad stretch, stay right here. Left hand reaching back to the foot. If it catches, great. If it doesn't, no matter. You can always, bless you. You can always bring the block inside the ankle. Draw the heel to the glute, glute to the heel. And just take some nice deep breaths while the front quad really stretches long. Might take a few deep breaths, close to a minute. Heel all the way to the glute. One more. And then release gently. If you're on a hard surface like I am, I've got a hardwood floor. Sometimes the helpfulness is just to bring a blanket across your mat. And now that gives you a little extra padding. If you're on carpet, it's probably not a worry. We're going to shift the knee and the shin over to the left side. Point the toes up on your right leg and then shoot the heel towards the pocket corner. Place your block underneath the hamstring. It's going to come a little bit further forward. And I'm going to land the hamstring right on top of the block in a split. Your block can be any height that you want. And this is Hanuman. This is Hanuman. This is Hanuman. This is Hanuman. Right? It doesn't matter where you're at in the split. Just take it to your place of comfortable discomfort. Let's say that. Comfortable sensation. And then hold. Right heel digs in. Flex the feet. Keep an active hug to the bone on the back side, hamstring. Then you come out. I'm just going to shift the hips over to the right. Fold your right knee in. And come into pigeon. We release the hip a little bit. Walk the hands forward. Forehead to the mat. Or possibly forehead to a block. Just take 3 more deep breaths. Releasing through the backside. 2 more. Pull the belly in, walk the hands back to center. You're going to free the front leg by turning your back foot under, pushing into the floor, and then bringing your right foot to meet the left. Make sure that's you ease out of that posture. And we'll just take the heels side to side. Take the right leg to the sky, inhale. And step it all the way through. Low lunge. Now you're going to walk to the center. We're going to go all the way around to the left leg. Pyramid pose. Draw the heel back. So there's a little less space between the legs, right? In front and back. Less length. So you want to be able to push the back heel to the floor. Yeah, and then raise the torso halfway. Inhale. You're more of a tabletop. Exhale, flex the foot, press the heel into the floor, and then draw your left sit bone back. So this steadies the legs. Everything's engaged, your core, you're anchoring the foot, hands to the mat. We're just getting a little deeper stretch for the hamstring. Bow forward. 3 deep breaths here. We've already been on some standing sequences. We already did a standing split. You're going to come back up to center, bend the front knee, and come into low lunge. So your back foot travels to the back edge of your mat. Bring the knee down, and we'll go into that quad stretch again. Take a minute just to shift forward and back, a little pulse action. Bring the hips settle. And you may want inside the inner ankle with the hands on either side. So bend the back knee. Now, as you bend the back knee, don't push back into this direction. You want to drag the knee forward so you're more on the quad. As you catch the foot, draw the heel more to the glute, glute towards the heel. And then give it a good firm pressure towards your hip. So you're feeling a good stretch in the hip flexor, quadricep. And that action is necessary when we do the wide stance of the legs when we come into Hanuman. Yeah, so you want to be prepared. 1 more breath. Here, make sure your shoulders, blades on the back, and we're just a little more open through the neck and shoulder, not holding any, gritting the teeth. I see you. Let go of the back leg. Walk it over to your right side, and then we'll stretch back the hip. This is a half Hanuman. It's a perfectly legit place to be. We're just going to slide that heel forward. And if you want to make it at a diagonal, it's a little more accessible. So the heel comes towards the corner edge of the mat as the opposite knee and foot is to the opposite corner of the mat. Land somewhere on your block. So whatever height that's up at, tip it to your liking. so it supports you well. And then keep the toes active. I've got my back toe, turn under. If you point, still activate the toes, activate the front heel, lift up. One more breath. And then you'll slowly come out of that by bending the front knee. Bring the heel all the way towards the groin. And square the hips back up in pigeon. Walk it forward. Having your left elbow just outside the left shoulder. This is really going to help open up the left hip. We've been doing a lot of standing sequences, a lot of wide angle, some balancing, and I'm assuming that your hip is pretty tight at this point. So you want to stretch that out, release it a little bit. Take 2 more deep breaths. This time as we come back to center, we're just going to shift the weight over to the left leg and bring your right leg all the way around. We're now actually in a seated posture. Oh, that took so much longer than I anticipated. We're going to sit back, hover the feet over the earth so they're not touching, and then remove the hands off the shins as you draw the low belly in. Raise the heart, lift both legs to the sky. Boat pose, bend both knees back down towards the floor without touching, or you could touch and you could raise one leg at a time and then touch down, or both knees and touch. Inhale, we're just taking 10 breaths and that's it. Exhale, so you go to your max here, inhale and exhale, 10 breaths. We're going to roll it all the way down to the floor after 10 breaths. You can stay here and hold for a breath in a half boat pose, then take it down another inch or another 10 degrees and hold, and then take it another 10 degrees and hold, and then release it all the way down to the earth. Stretch the arms overhead and the feet forward, and take a full breath in, releasing the belly. Bend the right knee into the chest. And a nice snug hug. Unfold the knee into a half happy baby. And then take the left leg to the sky, circle it across the body, and go all the way around through the hip. Your left arm is going to come all the way out to the side to support you, give you some leverage so you don't go all over the place. Now catch your left foot, extend the right leg back down, knee hugs in. And a half happy baby. Left foot to the sky, we're drawing the knee towards your armpit. The right leg snugs to the floor so you get that full stretch through the hip flexor. And we'll raise the leg and cross it over to your left. Right arm comes out. Use your right arm for leverage. Take the leg in a full circle. You could bend the knee if you like. I like the straight leg. It gives me a little more weight to really rotate through the hip. Then catch your right foot and bring it into a full happy baby. We've got both feet facing the sky. Shins are parallel to each other. The knee coming towards the armpit. Let's give a little press up into the hands with the feet, hands pressing down into the feet. Any spinal twist of your choice to finish this out. I highly recommend just bringing a block in between the knees and then dropping over to one side. A nice easy release for the back. Full breath in, full breath out. Unkink the neck. Make sure the neck isn't holding or harboring any pressure, any weight bearing or stress, tension. That's the word I'm looking for. Harboring any tension. So you're going to roll it all the way over to the right. If the knees are going to the left. And back to center. Nice hug around the knees. Over to your left side. Rolling the head to the left. Knees to the right. You want to facilitate a release in the low back. Your low back is not able to release unless the knees are supported all the way onto something. So they've, so I have my left knee's on the blocks on my right knee is on the ground. So the ground is actually holding me up. I'm not hovering because this is not about your obliques or low back working. It's about your obliques and your low back stretching. And bring it back to center. Take whatever posture you like if you need more. And then come into Shavasana when you're ready. There's a lot of different Shavasanas. I'm just showing regular today where the legs extend out. Arms are at your side. Palms open. Give your head a roll side to side. Make sure there's no pressure or strain in the neck, no tension. And then just allow the head to come to center. Full breath in, full breath out. Release and relax. Revisit your heart's intention, an intention of new beginnings, to be bold, be brave, powerful, and fearless. Take one step forward. Sometimes it takes it all that we can muster to be bold, brave, powerful, just for that one step. It doesn't have to be a leap, right? It's just one step beyond our comfort zone, moving us in the direction of new beginnings. This is a great time to pick up something that you've been wanting to do and just haven't stepped into. Month of April. Keep focusing on relaxation. If you feel any tension for 30 more seconds, just let it relax, release. 10% more, 20% more, 30% more. And lengthen your in-breath. And then be as sure on your exhale as you are on your inhale. Lengthening, sending it out to the fingers and toes with a little movement. Begin to move the ankles and wrists. Just get a little more dynamic with your body. Bringing the knees into the chest. Eventually rolling to one side in fetal position. And we also call that side lying position. Being in deep gratitude for all that you have, all your experiences that have brought you to this point, and the new beginnings for April. Come to seated. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Just feel the stillness, what's in your heart. And allow it to grow. You plant the seeds of new beginnings, of course, April with the showers and the new birth of the earth. We're right alongside of her with nature. I give some love to your seed, whatever that intention is. Plant it in your heart, and through action, fertilize it with your devotion, love, feeling. And blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you both. Namaste.